A sleeping bag left near a highway exit in Ohio. Inside, the dismembered remains of a Michigan man. Investigators traced it all back to one name: Tamera Renee Williams. October 1, 2018. Highway 75 near I-275 in Eagle Township, Ohio. A maintenance worker notices something near the roadside brush. A large green sleeping bag, left beneath a sign. He moves closer. The smell hits first. He calls 911. Police unzip it. Inside, wrapped in plastic, is the lower torso of a man. Cleanly severed. Carefully wrapped. No identification. No wallet. No phone. This wasn't random. This was precise. Someone wanted the body gone, but wanted the message to stay. Days earlier, David Carter, 39, had been reported missing in Melvindale, Michigan. David wasn't a criminal. He wasn't violent. He worked at Magna Seating. A loving father to a teenage son. Friends called him a calm soul. Someone who avoided trouble. He had been dating a woman named Tamera Renee Williams, 46 years old. Certified phlebotomist at a Detroit hospital. Educated. Soft-spoken. Church-going. At least on the surface. But something darker had been building. David had recently tried to end the relationship. He felt it had become controlling. Suffocating. He wanted space. And that decision would cost him everything. September 28, 2018. A Friday night. David attended his son's football game. Witnesses saw Tamera sitting nearby. Nothing seemed unusual. Until the game ended. David hugged his son. Said, "See you tomorrow." But he never showed up. By Sunday, the family was worried. He wasn't answering calls. He missed work Monday. The supervisor called. David was officially reported missing. Police checked David's apartment, where he lived alone. But Tamera still had access. The front door was unlocked. Inside, bloodstains on the carpet. The mattress stripped. A gun holster, empty. The scene didn't just suggest violence. It suggested someone who knew how to clean it up. Detectives turned to the person closest to him, Tamera. She claimed she hadn't seen David since the game. But surveillance footage said otherwise. She was seen entering and leaving his apartment repeatedly, carrying a large trash bag, cleaning supplies. Neighbors recalled hearing power tools, and a bonfire burning behind the complex. When police returned to question her, she was gone. Between October 1st and 16th, more remains were found. Along I-75, near Toledo, in Ohio. All DNA matched David Carter. The dismemberment showed precision, an understanding of anatomy. And Tamera was a trained phlebotomist. Someone who handled scalpels. Someone unafraid of blood. By the time she was named a suspect, she had vanished. Her car was found near Detroit Metro Airport. No flight records. No bus logs. No financial activity. No phone use. She erased herself. In 2021, U.S. Marshals classified her as a fugitive. In 2023, she was added to the 15 Most Wanted list. She's educated, disciplined, knows how to blend in, one marshal said. She could be working in healthcare, education, or a religious community under an alias. Investigators believe she has ties to Michigan, Ohio, Georgia, Jamaica, and Canada. Before she disappeared, she lived what appeared to be a normal life. Hospitals, community centers. Friends described her as sweet, neat, and spiritual. But David's family saw signs. Possessiveness, jealousy, obsession. One relative said, she wanted control. If she couldn't have him, no one would. Inside David's apartment, forensic teams found blood under the mattress. Bleach residue. Fibers matching the sleeping bag found in Ohio. David had been shot once, before being dismembered. After he disappeared, Tamera went to a family gathering. Smiling. Never mentioning David. Days later, she vanished. Years passed. Tips came in from Atlanta, Dallas, Toronto, Jamaica. None confirmed. Her U.S. Marshals profile reads, considered armed and dangerous, capable of extreme actions. Reward, up to $25,000. David's son was 16 when his father was murdered. He still remembers the last football game. I just want her caught. My dad didn't deserve what she did. Every year, the family gathers, lights candles, tells stories, and asks the same question. Where is she? Experts say fugitives survive by becoming someone new. New job, new location, new appearance. A life rebuilt in the shadows. But fugitives live with one truth. Every knock at the door could be the end. This case isn't just murder. It's how easily a life can vanish. How trust can turn deadly. How a quiet smile can hide something monstrous. As of 2025, Tamera Renee Williams remains at large. If you know anything, contact the U.S. Marshals at 1-877, wanted 2. Because someone has seen her. Someone knows. And one call could bring justice home. She was a phlebotomist. A healer. But the blood she handled this time was her own making. 6 years later, she's still hiding. But justice does not forget. This is the story of Tamera Renee Williams, the body in the sleeping bag. Watch the full story. Then subscribe to USA Unsolved Crime Files. Because the next case may already be waiting.